What's up, everybody? Sterling Anderson here, and you are now inside the Sterling Report here on the Grant Cardone Network. I'm actually at a property here owned by Dave Ginter, the CEO of Aspect Homes. Dave does some amazing flips here in Omaha, so I wanted to come and talk to him at one of his properties today here in Omaha. 7801 Woolworth?
Yes.
7801 Woolworth here in Omaha to talk about how he acquired this property, how he finds these properties, how he flips them, how he funds them, just the whole process and getting everything going. So I want you to welcome, guys, Dave Ginter, the CEO of Aspect Homes, to the show. How are you, Dave?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Good, man. Thanks for being on. Well, I wanted to come by and just talk to you about, one, this great property that you have, but one, just to find out more about you and how you got your start. Tell us a little bit more about you and Aspect Homes.
Aspect Homes is a local real estate investment company here in Omaha, Nebraska. We actually got our start through a desire for myself and my wife to locate some means, some way for us to actually control our actual income coming in. Get out of the 9-to-5 drive and everything else with that. And we decided at that point in time, just happened to be that one of the national real estate companies for flipping had been coming through the local area. Fortune Builders is who it is, and we attended their summits and their seminars, and we've been members of Fortune Builders for 3.5 years now.
Good, good. So how has that system worked well for you? Kind of explain a little bit more about Fortune Builders and just their process and how that's helped you in flipping homes here.
Fortune Builders themselves, they're a nationwide network of support, obviously, but they provide various different systems for the different realms of real estate investing. We've only tackled the actual fix and flip side of what they provide support for, and provided support for, as well as the different seminars and summits they do nationwide. They have a great system that, they set everything out to you from the point of actually acquiring a property, doing the rehab, dealing with agents, dealing with the buyers, dealing with insurance companies, the different types of lenders you can get on, and at this point in time, they've actually got some top line type different places that you can go to get those services you need on the lending and at least the lending and the insurance side.
Good, good, good. That's perfect. So this one that we're in right now, what number flip is this for you? Because you've been tearing it down since I met you. So this is, I think I've lost count on what number flip this is.
Acquisition wise, it's number 10. Going through the cycle of on and off market from purchase to resale, it's number 14.
Gotcha. And this is kind of your first time in like this area. Where have you all done like around Omaha?
We currently have one going in Missouri Valley. We have one out in the Benson area. We've done a couple down in Bellevue, La Vista. I mean, we've been all over the metro area. We've even looked at a couple different options down in the Glenwood area as well. Awesome. So tell us a little bit more about this deal. How did you find this deal? How did you acquire it? And something like your funding. How was it funded? This deal here was one of the last MLS deals we did. We actually found it through a regular retail sale on the MLS. Wasn't bank owned, wasn't nothing like that. At that point in time, in transforming through the business, we were looking at properties that we could actually expand, make larger than what they were. This one itself was already shown that it was had the possibility for another 1,000 square foot of finished space in the basement. It was on the MLS. You only had it 1,610 square foot, and that's what the main level is. So going through that, we also decided in the process of walking initially with our agent that we can add a laundry room and add a third bay garage. So this one was more on acquisition side, was something that we could actually add to and make a better property.
Awesome.
So through that, went through the regular stuff on the MLS side. Lending wise, we've got one of our lenders are local, and then one out of the South Florida area that's doing the lending on the property. They've been great with that. Worked through us on it. They're lenders I've worked with in the past, so that wasn't too big of a deal. As long as the deal made sense, they're willing to move more forward with it.
Right, and that's a really key thing too. Is like when you have lenders, making sure they're well informed about the deal. You take care of your lenders will definitely take care of you. I always say that, and that's proving true in Dave's situation. So Dave is able to go out, get a deal, and attract these private lenders based off of the experience that he has, because he does some awesome flips. I wish you guys could see the rest of these. I have to post a link to some of the other ones that he's done. But private lenders, love using private lenders. We'll talk a little bit more about that too, and also hard money lenders as well. When it comes to, everybody has this thing about getting properties on the MLS. Like you've really got to move quick, if something pops up on the MLS. What's your thoughts about that?
When we first came into the business, that was the way to do it. I mean, the numbers of bank-owned properties out there were in the thousands, at least for our area here. So those deals were always there, always readily available. That type of inventory has fallen back significantly to the point where there's just properties sitting at the banks own and nothing's going on with them. So we've gone more towards a point of acquiring properties through other private means, be it wholesalers, private sales, running different types of campaigns to bring in leads on that stuff. We even had some of our lenders that are giving us leads for properties to do.
That's good. So that's good when you guys can have those types of relationships where you have, lenders giving you those types of leads in relationships. So that's really good. Kind of talk about too, your experience in this business. What has been like the thing that's just like drove you crazy when it comes to flipping homes?
To be honest with you, and we discussed this a little bit earlier, but it's contractors. I mean, if you don't maintain and follow up and control your contractors, it can cause you heartaches and problems you don't want to deal with. We've just gone through an issue with that with a contractor we had that was actually the original one on this property. And it's a course we're still going through, and we've struggled with that for 6 months,
right,
getting through that stuff. But the bottom line is a good contractor can make you, and a bad contractor will definitely break you.
Wow.
I mean, with that, make sure with that they got their appropriate licenses. Everything you do, that's one of the nice things with the group that we're with is they provide all those documents for you to be able to get those appropriate documents. So if something does go wrong, you have some type of legal recourse.
Good.
To go after them.
Perfect. And that kind of leads me to if there's a lot of people who want to get into the whole fixing and flipping game. I mean, they see the shows on TV, they watch YouTube channels, they see a lot of those things, they come to Fortune Builders events. What would be some advice? I know we talked about one key piece of advice, but what would be some advice that you would tell people that want to get into flipping homes?
Depending on how you want to come in, if you're going to do it on your own, establish some systems, and stick to those systems that make sure that you're not going to come out on the bad end of the entire deal. I mean, the biggest thing is there, we haven't gone to that point yet, and we'll always make sure that our lenders are taken care of first. So that's what you got to remember. If you got somebody lending on that property, you got to make sure they're taken care of first, or you've lost that lender, whether it means you losing on the deal. But if you actually set a system and stick to it, you shouldn't have any problems with it. There's always going to be something. They are renovations, they are rehab. There's always going to be something that's going to come up that may be the unexpected. That's why you got to make sure on the backside there you have some type of contingency in your actual funding you're doing as well.
Good.
So I mean, with that there, that's the advice to do it. That's a tough one because we came in full steam ahead and started right into fixing and flipping.
Right.
Most places that you'll go through mentoring program wise want you to start out doing the wholesale deals first and build your residual income, build your capital and stuff so you got to work with.
Right.
But for us, it was a better position to come in and go with the very first property we did, flip it, turn around, and we rolled in about $35,000 of profit on it. So
yeah, they definitely had some great success doing it. So kind of want to take and jump to the other side of that and just the success that you've had flipping homes. Where do you kind of see Aspect Homes going? Is there a future plan? Are you guys just kind of staying in this market? Are you looking to do some other things?
We're looking to ultimately branch out at least to the local metro areas around us, Kansas City, Des Moines, maybe Denver.
Good.
There's been discussion of going down into the Central Florida area, in the Dallas, Fort Worth area, up in the Michigan area. Those areas further out are more for the mere fact that we have family, we have feet on the ground that can actually do some work for us in those areas if we needed to. As for the other ones, local, those are just markets that are easier to follow. They're within 300-400 miles. A little bit easier if you had to. You can make a 2-3 hour drive, get down there, see what's going on, and come back and reevaluate properties from there.
Good, perfect, man. Well, there you have it. We're actually going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're actually going to walk through this property so you guys get to see everything that's been done to make this property the success that it is, with this guy being behind it. So you guys stay tuned. All right, guys, we're back here in the Sterling Report with Dave Ginter of Aspect Homes, and we're walking one of his flips at 7801 Woolworth here in Omaha. And we're now in the master bedroom, and it's so crazy how he's reconfigured this whole entire room in this flip. Dave, tell us a little bit more about what you guys did in here.
In this room here, originally the entrance into the actual bedroom at that point in time came through the master closet area.
Right.
They had a built-in closet, which you'll see in some of the other bedrooms in the house. Here, with the bathroom, was actually entering out into a hallway that tied in with that exit out of this master bedroom to begin with.
Wow.
From the beginning of doing everything, we always kind of had one specific sets of different types of that we use: tile, carpet, wood flooring, paints, what we're doing, the trim colors at, cabinets and stuff like that. But this was a little more unique for us, so we had to hit more of that higher end market. So this is where we did a little bit higher end finishes in it, picked some different types of materials we utilized.
Good.
I mean, some of the stuff's not just going out and buying your cheap $59.99 square foot tile at Menards or Home Depot or something like that. So
okay, and that was my next question. Like, who is like your suppliers that you go through? Where do you usually get stuff from when you're doing
that? Just boils down to who has the best deal for what we can find.
Right.
I mean, if Home Depot's got a great tile that we're using for a floor, and Menards has got a great tile that we're going to use for the wall, we'll go to those two different places to grab those tiles.
Yeah. Good.
So, I mean, it's obviously finding the material for the bottom line price. You can get it and still be a good quality material.
Perfect. That's good. Yeah, I really like the way this room came out. I love the trim. I love the paint. I love the carpet. This bathroom, something special. You guys come check this out. Everything from, man, the tile to the mirrors to the sink, all of that. This is how you do a high-end flip. This is really good. So Dave, tell us a little bit more about the bathroom in here, and how you guys did that, how you guys put that together.
The bathroom itself was almost doubled in size on the depth of it. Basically where the shower and the toilet sits at was actually part of the original kitchen, which is on the other side of the wall, the kitchen, the original stairwell that was located here. When we came in, it was your typical 1950s, 1960s with the pink tile, and the pink tub, a little dinky vanity in it, and we just basically reconfigured it. Did some nice tile finishes in it, provided a double vanity sink, and a nice decent walk-in shower area.
Awesome, man. Awesome. It really came out really good. And this is a lot of what people are looking for, you know, in these types of flips, especially just this inlay right here. That's becoming very, very popular when you're doing things in the bathroom. So it's really worth it. If you're going to go for it, definitely go for it. And this is definitely going for it. So this is really good. So we'll hop over into the living room now and check that out and see what we got going on over there. All right, guys, we're actually now here in the living room of 7801 Woolworth here in Omaha, Nebraska. Dave Ginter, Aspect Homes, his flip here. Dave, tell us a little bit more about what you guys did in here. I think it was some reconfigurations in here too.
There was reconfigurations in conjunction with trying to tie in the actual master bedroom for the way that we rearranged the entrance into it. With that, we opened up this doorway over here a little bit more. Basically, the pocket door out was in there and expanded out, give it more of a flow through it. As well with that, this section here that has a clock on the wall there, that's what we actually enclosed the hallway wise, and that's what the backside of the master bedroom closet, which gave the larger closet in that area. Configuration wise for the main part of the living room, we just added a new mantle, resurfaced the fireplace, put in a new hearth, and then of course the refinishing of the floors and the nice new fresh paint on the walls in here.
Cool, man. I mean, it's always crazy to see, because I've seen the before pictures online here and just how that was, even this part here, and it's so amazing to see this and what it can be. And that's one of the great things that I love about flipping, is taking a property, you know, from what it was, getting a great deal on it, and then turning it around and flipping it into something like this and making a great profit doing it. So that's a really good way to have some fun in this business. So it's really good. So we'll check out the bedrooms. We'll check out more of the house here and just really show you guys what a great flip looks like. When you're dealing with fortune builders too and following their system, that's good. So we'll check that out and show you guys more. All right, so we're coming into one of the bedrooms here, which I'm a sucker for wood floors. A lot of you know that. Sucker for wood floors, man. I love doing that, refinishing those. Again, you have the awesome paint and trim in here. Is this kind of, you know, pretty much standard how you guys do this? And then just being able just to, you know, refinish that too. So just using what you have and making it better is truly good. Is this three bed, 2 bath?
4 bedroom, 2 bath.
Yeah, 4 bed, 2 bath. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, so even better. So tell us a little bit more about just what you guys did in here. Was there any type of thing that was going on in here?
The major things in the 2 main 4 bedrooms. The other one's just a mirror of this. It was honestly just a cosmetic update.
Yeah.
Fresh paint, some fresh trim paint, and refinishing the wood floors, and of course new fixtures.
Good.
The only other thing that's been done throughout the entire house, which you can see in the bedrooms as well, is all the main floor has all brand new windows that were put in.
Yes.
And that, like I said, that's the major portion of what went on in these 2 bedrooms.
Good. And I was just thinking about something too. When you're doing flips, do you like to really tackle like the complete gut jobs, or do you just like to just do something that's just like a cosmetic type flip?
We don't have a problem doing any level of them.
Right.
Most of the stuff we've done to date tends to end up being more of the full gut, heavy
Okay.
cosmetic type stuff on the inside. It's nice every once in a while to have that nice little simple cosmetic one where all you gotta do is come and freshen up the paint, freshen up the flooring, put on some new fixtures and away you go.
Right. Good.
So-
Good. Okay, perfect. Well, again, that's definitely a great way to be able to do it, rehab and make some great things happen. So we'll continue to go through the house. This is such an amazing house, you guys. I can't wait for you guys to see the kitchen, the addition, especially adding a garage to what was once a two garage. It was just a two garage. The detached 2-car garage. Now it's a full 3. So it's good. It's perfect. So you guys come with us. We'll show you more. We're now inside another amazing bathroom here. Dave, tell us a little bit more about this bathroom. I mean, it's great finishes. Again, that wonderful tile on the floor, in the bath area. Tell us a little bit more about what you guys did in here too.
This bathroom here was basically a complete cosmetic update. New vanity, of course, paint which is through the entire house. The biggest thing is obviously when you go into a bathroom, make sure you swap toilets out, put fresh toilets in.
Right.
That's a big thing there. You can take and try to get the stains and stuff off it, but it's not the right thing to do. But with this one here, it's just a kind of a medium cosmetic rehab on it.
Good.
The only thing really original in there is the walls and the tub.
Right. Were there any type of plumbing issues? You kind of run into some of those things.
This one had some plumbing issues, which
Yeah.
we had our local contractor, which we use local, was OCB. This one actually, when we went down the basement and looked underneath the tub, they had the corrugated flexible pool line that was actually part of the P-trap and drain system for the tub.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
we did that, got that straightened out, reestablished the vent stack for this side of the house for that plumbing there. And with that, put the new shower valve and new feeds up to the toilet and sink.
Awesome. All right. Well, that is such a great bathroom, a wonderful bathroom. I'm anxious to get to the rest of this house and this kitchen, man. This is such, again, a wonderful flip that you guys have done here. Some awesome and amazing work. So let's go ahead and get to the kitchen and see what's happening in there. All right, guys, we're actually here. One of the best parts of the house that I like, what I really wanted to show you guys, was the kitchen area behind me, the dining and kitchen area, and then the addition too. That they did to this property. So Dave, kind of walk us through what you guys did in here and also the kitchen, and just really detailed how you put everything together.
With this property here, we get into more of the meat of what we actually did for the renovations on the property. There was more reconfiguring of walls, reconfiguring of various things in here to make this happen with having the nice flow we have going through with the kitchen dining room area. Originally, there were a couple walls enclosed that we found out through the renovation progress that the dining room itself was at one point in time an enclosed porch. And it's actually, that's because it's a slab on grade just underneath the wood flooring. We had relay wood flooring through the kitchen dining room so it matched with the rest of the house. But with that, I mean, this area here is the bulk of the actual renovations that were done for the property.
Okay. Good. Well, kind of take us through, definitely the kitchen too, because I know this is one of the greatest parts of the renovation that you guys did as well.
So the kitchen, we did a complete reconfiguration on it. Basically kind of flipped the entire way around the original kitchen was. We incorporated, it's got granite countertops, brand new appliances, electricals all the way up to 2016 code. Wow. And plumbing as well for this area of the property here. And then the biggest thing is first time we went a little higher end appliance package in the property. Obviously for where we're located at and for the clientele's in this area, we rate something higher than your standard $2,500 appliance package. Awesome. Cabinets are all new. Put in a pantry over there. And like I said, with that, it's just turned out to be a really nice kitchen.
Yeah, good. So when you guys are like planning out, your finishes, what you're going to do, what's like your scope of work project, or how do you choose it? Is it like a program or system that you use? I'm a big fan of RealFlow, and I know they have in their program to where you can go and choose the different type of finishes and wood floors and paint and different things like that. I love that feature about that. Do you guys use something similar, or is it just kind of?
We use something similar. It's kind of a hybrid between RealFlow and what Fortune Builders uses. But over the course of time, we've also kind of established our own.
Yes.
I mean, once you get the basis down for what you want to do, all you're doing is basically changing colors of what you're using.
Good.
Changing colors or going to a different model, the same thing. Ideally for example, for this one, we went in the last one we did a more of a brown style quartz countertop. With this one we did more of a gray tone to match the actual rest of the property.
Awesome.
And the same with tile. You kind of go towards, what that market's rating. I mean, like I said, this one here, we kind of changed gears on what we were doing. Our first high end, so we wanted to get more of that crisper type finish with the property, with golden gray tones to the property.
Good, good, good. And this was originally, was a wall right here at one point?
Originally, there was a wall here with a walkway through
Okay.
the dining room.
Yeah.
This was a wall here with another walkway through, which actually at the point in time when we first walked it, their refrigerator sat in that opening, which in turn came into the actual hallway and stuff, led back to the original bedroom.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. This is really good, really good. Love how this came out. You guys also did an addition to the property as well, so kind of walk us through that too, and we'll definitely head there and see what else is going on with that. So this is the addition here. Originally this was all open. You guys added this, and tell us a little bit more about how you guys did this too.
This one was a struggle. It's the first one we were walking into and actually did an addition on.
Mm-hmm.
We also knew that for what the market and what the price points want, they want a main floor laundry room, a 3-car garage. There's a couple of things that are kind of hard to come by in this area unless you get into the newer homes they have in the area here.
Okay.
So I mean, originally this was all outside patio area, going to the existing detached 2-car garage with basically a carport type cover or a breezeway that is what this area used to be here, which is what became the third bay of the garage.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Also too, how important is it, you really, when you're doing additions, don't necessarily want to cut too many corners. So kind of talk about too, how important it is to make sure that, permits are being pulled and you're just making sure everything is on the up and up. So when those inspectors come through, you're minimizing any type of issues with that.
And that honestly is the biggest thing, even on doing some cosmetic type stuff too. There's points in time where you could try to cut the corner by not bringing in a local inspector for every municipality you're in. Come to find out that what you did need to be inspected anyway.
Right.
We've gone through the struggles, which a lot of people have gone through the struggles recently with all the updates to electrical code and stuff, to where changing a receptacle could mean that you end up with, you should have permitted that, you should have had a license on and everything else you'd have done. So, but that's where on our side, we make sure we have those contractors who can handle that and resolve those issues with us. As for the structural part, the biggest thing with that is if you don't permit it, you put it on, it's not assessed, it's not adding value to the house. At some point in time, it's found out that it was not permitted, not on the assessor site, doesn't come up anywhere in records. You have one of two options: either make sure it's up to code, or B, you got to tear it off and rip it down.
Wow. Yeah. So definitely always make sure that you have everything up to code, permits pulled, so when those inspectors come through, you'll be good. They can sign off and you can get that flip on the market to make some good money for you. So I also want to start going through the additional garage. Remember, this is a two-car detached at one point. So Dave and Aspect, they went through and they added another garage and has everything connected. So I'm excited for you guys to see that. Let's take a look at that. All right, we are now in this is the added garage that you guys added, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us a little bit more how you guys did that, because we got the two detached behind us, but this one is here fresh and new. So tell us how you guys did that.
This one, when we first walked the property, I was discussing we need to have a third car garage. It's one of the things that's kind of, like I said, is lacking in this area until you get into some of the, the $250,000 houses up over the hill here. But with this one here, the nice part was we already had half the roof to the property because it was a breezeway. So all you had to do is reconfigure it here, basically from this area here, that way is all new construction, with everything done, permitted, with the walls and stuff for the laundry room. And then we just reconfigured the actual entryway going into the existing area and got a new entryway in here.
Right.
And obviously came through and did some standard cleanup on it just to make the walls look a little better. What was located in here, rather than deal with some black car siding type stuff they had up.
That's good. Is there anything like structural, like for the breezeway? I know you used the original. Is there anything else that you had to do, like reinforce it, or was that just
the only
fine
thing we
doing
had to
that?
do is we had to add our LVLs across here to support the actual additional load from the roof on the backside of the house. Good. So this really came out perfect. And then you have, of course, the what was the original out here. So I mean, this really gives a family a lot of space to pull cars and trucks in here, and maybe some ATVs and another car over there, however they choose to do it. So this is one of the great things about flips, is really adding value to what you have. So therefore, when you're going back, and placing things on the market, you can command a little bit more because you've came in and you've added so much value to a property
to be able to get out there and flip it. So always keep that in mind. Look for ways that you can add value and increase the property. So that's good. Was there anything special that had to be done in here?
The only thing we had to do in here that was major is the back side of the garage is a completely new wall because it actually was leaning in about 6 inches on the top.
Wow, okay.
So that's all been replaced, new block in, everything tied in, put in the way it's supposed to be. The reasons they had the issue to begin with is because it wasn't done the right way to begin with. But
Right.
at least to today's codes, back in the 50s, 60s, it may have been standard not to put rebar in and tie your box down to the actual footing via rebar.
Yeah.
This one now has it in there. Shouldn't be any problems. Like my concrete guy said that he's guaranteed won't have any problems for 10, 15 years.
Good, really good. Well, that's perfect, man. I really like the way this came out. So we still haven't been downstairs yet. So we're actually going to go down there and wrap this thing up here. Let's head downstairs and take a look and see what's going on there. All right, we're actually now downstairs at Dave's property here, his flip he has going on here in Omaha. So definitely some great room down here. I'm thinking man cave-ish type stuff. So Dave, kind of talk to us a little bit more about what you have going on down here. It just really looks like it really came together well. A lot of space down here to make some possibilities happen.
The basement came together great once we took care of some additional walls that the
Sure.
original homeowners had put in. I mean, down here, honestly, this was the lighter side of the whole rehab process. It was mostly cosmetic type stuff, all surface type stuff, just, re-skinning the bathroom, getting new appliances, new fixtures put in there.
Awesome.
And then, of course, the typical what we do, most properties go to, gets all new electrical receptacles, all new light switches put in.
Good.
So, I mean, down here there wasn't much other than, like I said, cosmetic paint, flooring,
That's good.
and just some
Just the
service
standard.
type fixtures.
Yeah, that bathroom is truly amazing. Pretty much the same as what you did, upstairs in the other two, but this is such a larger bathroom, and that shower is really amazing. So, you guys always know that, kitchens and bathrooms truly sell homes, and that's really important. And especially when you have more than one bathroom, you really have to go all in and be able to make it happen. So, I mean, pretty much not much else to say about this bathroom here is that it's an amazing bathroom. Any challenges, in this one or?
The only challenge we had once we started digging into stuff, we found out that the original shower pan that the original homeowners had in it was actually not draining properly. So that water was coming out into the living area back behind us. We had to go back in and do some more leveling out in there, get that the actual water flow and go back towards the drain.
Wow. Okay. Good. But other than that, it came out perfect, man. So that takes care of things. You guys have seen an amazing property. This is what the possibilities are when you truly step out on faith and get out there and make some great things happen. So Dave has been able to do that. I've learned a lot from Dave in the time that I've known him. He does some excellent flips, does some excellent business. Dave, where can people find you at online or your website if they want to look you up?
Our current website is www.aspecthomesllc.com. And we're also out there on Facebook as well and have our business Facebook page as well.
Good. Awesome. Well, Dave, man, thanks so much for inviting us here and then for us being here. I appreciate it so much. You guys take care. We'll bring you more on the Sterling Report. Stay tuned to Grant Cardone TV. Take care, guys.